Welcome back to Good Things Utah, everybody. Live on this Tuesday in Ivins at the Black Desert Resort. It is taking shape all around us right now. And when you start a project, you undertake something this size, you really have to consider the environmental impact. And that is exactly what Black Desert is doing. I'm sitting next to now Dr. Joseph Platt. He's the Director of Environmental Affairs for Black Desert. Welcome to the show.
Good to be with you.
Kind of fun to sit on a golf course this morning, isn't it?
Yes.
We're hoping the sprinklers don't come on.
That's right, yes.
But we're talking about a project of this size and why it's so important to be careful about that environmental impact.
Well, there are two things, actually. We are here to preserve what we're developing in a conscientious way. You can develop a project like this in an insensitive way, or you can do it in a sensitive way. Black Desert has chosen to make very tough decisions in protecting and preserving the environment. They've set aside a third of the land that will never be developed. It's a conservation area, and then the other part of a project like this is education. We hope to make this a place where people can learn about the environment. The uniqueness of Black Desert, the lava, tells a story that is just fascinating, and we hope to be able to share that with the public.
Well, speaking of education, you are also a professor at Utah Tech University, so you know all about learning and the power of learning. Let's talk about the Virgin River Chub and why that fish is now going to have a home here at Black Desert.
Yes. It's an endangered species that's native to the Virgin River, but it has been decimated by just changes in the river and the introduction of invasive species that just outcompete it. So the state of Utah has been developing programs to save this thing, to breed it in captivity and clean up the environment. And part of that, they agreed to share a population with us. So we now have 400 Virgin River Chub in one of our lakes. They're safe there. There's no other species that they're going to be competing with, and we'll be able to manage the conditions of the water in such a way that they're safe, and we hope to have them breeding, and we may expand into some of our other lakes. We have 6 lakes on the project.
Do you have 6 lakes?
Yes, and they're all, of course, man-made and managed, and they're just beautiful.
So they're behind us. You can't see them from the shot where we're sitting, but in fact, one is just right there.
Right there.
How did you create an environment that fish can survive here at Black Desert?
Well, of course, the purpose of the lakes is to enhance the setting of Black Desert and to provide water for the golf course, but they're built in a way that they can be managed and monitored. In fact, we've brought the university in. I have 2 classes of the university that bring their students here, and they're studying the quality of the water and the insects that provide the food for the fish, how they're doing. So for years, we're going to be using the university to monitor the water, the fish, the environment in general. So we hope that this will be an education, a real hands-on education opportunity for our students.
Why is that so important to tap into the resource that the students are right here at Utah Tech?
Well, it's just one of the things that Utah Tech talks about is real learning and real experiences. So instead of just reading about water quality, we have students coming out here and testing the water and manipulating it and being a part of the program for the Black Desert to do us good, but also to teach the students real experiences.
Will those fish then be put back in the Virgin River?
Well, they belong to the Division of Wildlife Resources, and so it's whatever they decide. One thing they want is just a safe population, that if something happened in the river or in the hatchery, we have a population of fish that are perfectly safe. And so it's called a refugia. It's a refuge for these fish. And it's an experiment. It's not been done before like this, and so we want to learn from it and then see what happens.
And Dr. Platt, they're here now.
Yes.
They're here now, just barely brought here to Black Desert. This is not the only project.
No, we hope to have a nature center on site here that will be a visitor center for people from around the country, as well as citizens here in St. George, to come and learn about the environment of southern Utah. So we will have opportunities of hiking trails. We're building about 6 miles of trails right here on the site.
We're just at the beginning of everything happening here at Black Desert. Dr. Joseph Platt, thank you so much for sitting down with us and letting us know more about that environmental impact. Our thanks to Black Desert Resort for this sponsored interview.